Standing here with Chris Baker of Three Chimneys Farm, and we are seeing some beautiful foals by Gunrunner. Behind us specifically is a beautiful colt out of Restless Rider, and she was such a cool horse, so precocious, won the Darley Alcibiades, and then put in a game performance in our Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies to Jaywalk.
Yeah, exciting filly, tremendous amount of ability as a racehorse.
So one of the really cool things about Restless Rider is not only was she trained by Kenny McPeek, but he still owns a piece of her, right?
Yes, yeah. Kenny's good at that. He's good at identifying athletes and
Yes.
and remains part of it. So hats off to him for that. It's a good thing. Her foals are just now kind of reaching racing age themselves. So she had a quality road, an into mischief, and two gun runners, and has one gun runner in the oven. And the two, the gun runner yearling and the gun runner foal, are very, kind of precocious types, powerful, compact, strong hind leg, made a lot like the mare. You can see the distorted humor come through in them, but they're both gray. So you see the unbridled song that comes through her in them as well. But clearly athletic types worth repeating.
And of course, we're a big fan of Unbridled Song, the late great Unbridled Song. He won our Breeders' Cup Juvenile and went on to be just such an important sire. What will go on now with this beautiful colt? I mean, what is the plan going forward? When was he born? When do we expect he'll be weaned? And is this a horse that you'll retain, or do you think he'll be one that we'll see in the ring going forward?
Well, he was born in May. He'll be weaned in September. We usually wean at about 5 months of age. We have the best luck doing it at that time. I think whether he's one that we race or sell is a decision we'll defer as long as we can. Her first two foals we retained, for racing. The filly now that's a yearling, we're going to retain her as well. So, we're optimistic and want to be part of the great future we think they're capable of. How that question gets answered with this colt at the time, we'll wait. It's kind of too early to tell. But we hope he and his siblings give us reason to keep him.
And let's talk about Gunrunner. How can we not? Inducted into the Hall of Fame this year, and deservedly so. A horse who made just shy of $16 million, six-time Grade 1 winner. I believe at the last 5 starts of his career were all victories. I mean,
Correct.
He went out on a big high note there in the Pegasus World Cup. And I also love that we saw him run in 2 different divisions of our Breeders' Cup championships.
Right.
In the dirt mile, put in a really game performance there. And then, of course, we saw him victorious in the classic.
Correct.
And the other thing I would say, too, just looking at the career, not only was he so talented, but so sound. 17 in the money finishes and 19 starts in a career that took him from 2 to 5.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a big part of why he's such a good stallion. Sound, athletic, competitive, a mind for it. The more you ask, the more he gives. All these traits that are so admirable in any horse, particularly admirable in a racehorse, he has them and he passes them on. As I like to say about Gunrunner, he's never disappointed anybody at any point in his life. He was beautiful, foal and young horse developing, and then at the races he just kept getting better and better all the time. And then when you think, well, what more could you ask for? He turns around to be a phenomenal sire and the sire of a Breeders' Cup winner, already in his first crop and nearly another one in his second crop, in Cyberknife. And so, again, the future's even brighter. When you look at the mares he's been bred to and what's kind of in the pipeline, what's going to be coming to the races in the coming year, and the kind of mare book he'll continue to attract, I think he's got the potential to be a breed-shaping stallion, and is just everything you can do as well as you can do it, that horse is capable of and executes. And it's rare to see, and we're privileged to be around it.